Welcome to Learning English with Captain Binoy Varakil, Assistant Professor, Department of English, St. Joseph's College, Devgiri, Kozhikode, Kerala. In the previous lecture, we studied the definition of a syllable. We also studied about the nucleus of a syllable. And we know that syllabic division of syllables. And we know that the syllable of a word is marked with C for consonant and V for vowel. And we know that there are different types of words in the English language which are sometimes monosyllabic, disyllabic, or trisyllabic, or tetrasyllabic, or pentasyllabic, or hexasyllabic, or septasyllabic, or octasyllabic. Likewise, we have the number of syllables of a word differ from one word to another. But we know that the most important syllable is, of course, the syllable that is taking the primary stress. And the second important syllable is taking the secondary stress. Alright? And we have learned all that, and now we are just going to another area in which we are discussing the most important aspects of syllable. Previous lecture we studied that a syllable can be described as a unit of utterance or a natural division of speech with its own center, which is in fact a vowel. And now we know that the nucleus of a syllable is of course a vowel, and we are indicating the nucleus with an N. We are marking nucleus with an N. And now we have to understand what are marginal consonants. Alright, let us understand the first concept related to the syllable with certain examples. So we have the word speak in English. Okay, the word speak in English is transcribed with S, P, E, and K. This is the transcription. This is the transcription. Okay, we articulate the word as speak, speak, S, P, E, K. And we can say that the syllabic structure is consonant, S is consonant, P is consonant, and E is a vowel, and K is of course a consonant. And we can say that this particular word speak has single vowel and single nucleus, and hence also just one syllable. And this particular monosyllabic word, the syllabic structure is C, C, V, C. Consonant S, P consonant, vowel is E, and K is again consonant. So now we will understand another word which is in fact brisk. We have the word brisk, B-R-I-S-K. Let's transcribe with phonetic symbols br, e, s, and k. This is the transcription, phonetic transcription with International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA. And we say that the word is again monosyllabic, just one syllable. And we are going for a syllabic structure with C for consonants and V for vowels. And now we will be transcribing it like B is consonant, R is again consonant, E is vowel, S is again consonant, K is again consonant. And we are just writing it once again, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. Alright, so with these examples, speak and brisk, we can very easily understand most of these concepts related to the syllable or structure of a syllable. So we call this particular vowel the nucleus. Okay, this particular vowel the nucleus. Very good. And now we come to, of course, the consonants, right? Being in front of the vowel, that is the nucleus, and consonants after the vowel. Okay, so we have different terminology. So remember these consonants, all right, in front and after the vowel, all right, these consonants are known as, all right, easy marginal consonants, right? So very easy to understand. What are marginal consonants? Exam point of view, you have to remember that. Learning English, you have to remember that. Very important. So what are marginal consonants? Marginal consonants of a syllable are consonants which may just come on both sides of a syllable or any syllable, and we can say that, okay, marginal consonants. Here we have, this is a marginal, these are marginal consonants, this is another marginal consonant. Together they are marginal consonants. Here again, two consonants in front of the vowel and after the vowel. Again, they are marginal consonants, right? So, easy to understand, marginal consonants are consonants that may come on both sides of the syllable, alright? A syllable may or may not be having marginal consonants on both sides, right? Say for example, you have the word I said in my previous lecture, I, I, and we transcribe it like I, and we know that this is just one vowel, and you would just mark it as no consonant before, okay, and you have the nucleus, no consonant after, so you have no marginal consonants. So marginal consonants can be sometimes nil. Alright, so there maybe in the case of it again, right, we saw it and it is just E and T. Alright, you have no consonants at the beginning, vowel, that is nucleus, and one consonant. Alright, so this is just having a releasing consonant, right? So now we are just going to understand more about the structure of a syllable. And now, okay, so the consonants that come in front of a vowel or the nucleus, in fact, is known as releasing consonants, right? So we can say that these two, right, b and r in brisk, and similarly s and p in speak, can be called releasing consonants. They are just releasing the syllable, okay? So s and p, these two, right, and b and r, these consonants, that consonant one, sometimes two, sometimes, right, that are opening the syllable, beginning the syllable, right, releasing syllable, they are known as releasing consonants. So what are releasing consonants? Releasing consonants are consonants that come in front of the vowel, or rather they are consonants that open the syllable, alright? And now we have to understand what could be the name for the consonants that come after. Say for example, in speak you have this one, a single consonant k, alright, and this particular consonant that comes after the nucleus is known as a resting consonant, right? A resting consonant, very easy to understand, alright? Consonants that come after the nucleus are known as a resting consonant, right? So here again, your brisk, this is really br consonant, they are releasing consonants, and sk, s and k, they are, okay, known as, of course, arresting consonants. Arresting consonants are consonants that just come after the nucleus, right? So it's clear, releasing consonant clear, arresting consonant clear, and now we have to understand what are known as open syllables and closed syllables. After that we'll come back to the marginal consonants or releasing consonants and arresting consonants once again. So alright, let's understand all these concepts once more. Nucleus, what is the nucleus of a syllable? The nucleus of a syllable is the most important segment in a syllable, which is often a vowel. And marginal consonants are consonants that come on both sides of a syllable, alright? And marginal consonants can be of two types, releasing consonants and arresting consonants. Consonants that come in front of the vowel or the nucleus is known as releasing consonants, and consonants that come after the vowel is known as, of course, arresting consonant. And now we have to understand what is known as open syllable. Okay, open syllable is, alright, and one more thing I have to tell you, one more point. The releasing consonant is also known as onset. So what is onset? Question for examination. What is onset? O-N-S-E-T. Onset is what is known as a releasing consonant. Alright. And there is another term for the arresting consonant, and the arresting consonant is known as coda. So exam point of view, you have to understand what is coda. What is coda? What is onset? Onset is also known as releasing consonant. Onset are the consonants that open a syllable. And what is coda? Coda is, of course, the consonants that just end the syllable, or rather arresting consonants are also known as coda. Now we have to discuss open syllable. What is an open syllable? An open syllable is a syllable which has a consonant, it has no consonant at the end of the syllable. Alright, say for example you have open syllable, see the word. Transcribe, it is E. So it is consonant, vowel, no consonant, right? So this kind of, similarly tree, we have tree. Okay, it is E, tree. So syllables which end with a vowel is called open syllable. Syllables ending with vowels are known as open syllables, and syllables ending with consonants are known as closed syllable. Say for example you have the word get, G-E-T, get, consonant, vowel, consonant. So this is ending with a consonant, and such syllables ending with consonants are known as closed syllable. Alright, so we know, of course, now most of the important factors related to the structure of a syllable. Now we have to understand one more important point about syllable, that is, of course, what is known as abutting consonants. Abutting consonants, A-B-U-T-T-I-N-G, consonants, abutting consonants. What are abutting consonants? Question for examination. Give an example for abutting consonants. Abutting consonants are consonants, okay, which look like a consonant cluster or a group of consonants. Oh, remember, now I did not tell you one more point. Oh, I missed one point in my lecture, that is, of course, consonant cluster. Consonant cluster, C-L-U-S-T-E-R. What is consonant cluster? Question for examination. You know that consonant cluster refers to two or more consonants and at the beginning or at the end of syllables, like, okay, more than two syllables coming together as a group is consonant cluster, or groups of consonants. Groups of consonants are known as consonant clusters. Alright, and releasing consonants, if there are two or more, can be consonant clusters. Arresting consonants, if there are two or more, can be clusters, and we can say that we have consonant clusters in some syllables. And now, okay, that is over. Consonant cluster clear. Now we are coming to the term, new term, abutting consonants. A-B-U-T-T-I-N-G, consonants, right? What are abutting consonants? Abutting consonants are consonants that appear to be a cluster, but these two or more consonants in a word do not form what is known as a consonant cluster, or in the sense that they are not groups, right? They cannot be considered as a group, but they could be, they do not form releasing consonants, they do not form abutting arresting consonants. They are abutting consonants. Why? Because one of the consonant is the arresting consonant of the first syllable, and the next is, of course, the releasing consonant of the second syllable. And such consonants, which may look like a consonant cluster but do not form a consonant cluster, okay, to be very precise, which is, of course, the arresting consonant of the first syllable and the releasing consonant of the second syllable, are called as abutting consonants. Say for example, you have a word like member. You say the Panchayat member, M-E-M-B-E-R, transcribe. Mem. Okay. Ber. Alright. So, here you have, of course, right, maybe you can say that it is member. Okay, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant. Here we have a problem. So we have to understand, we know the fact that these two consonants, right? Member, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant. So these two consonants, consonant, b consonant, look like a cluster but do not form a cluster because, as we know, this in fact these are two syllables. Okay, mem and b. So this consonant and this consonant do not form a cluster. The first consonant is the arresting consonant of the first syllable and the second is the releasing consonant of the second syllable. So such a consonant cluster, in fact not a consonant cluster, such consonants that look like a cluster do not form a cluster are known as abutting consonant. So now we have, of course, understood everything about the syllable and the structure of a syllable. Now next session we are looking forward to another very important area, that is, of course, what could be the maximum number of releasing consonants in a syllable in an English word, and what could be the maximum number of arresting consonants in a syllable in an English word, and that we are discussing in the next lecture. Of course, this lecture we are ending right now here. So we have come across the term nucleus. We know what are known as marginal consonants. We know what is known as releasing consonants. So also we know what are known as arresting consonants and abutting consonants, open syllable and closed syllable. Now we are just concluding this lecture and we are going to another lecture which is very important, which is helping us to understand the very structure of the syllable with a formulae. So before we'll have a short break before the discussion of that particular formulae that represent the structure of the syllable. Thank you very much for listening. May God bless.